Arizona State, 14-3 overall, 2-3 in conference play, survived with a 77-75 win over Oregon State on Saturday. The Sun Devils utilized a 31-13 run late in the second half to narrowly escape with the victory, despite almost blowing a 5-point lead in the final minute of play. It was a much-needed win for ASU, who was in jeopardy of losing their fourth conference game in only 5 tries. Trey Holder, the team's leading scorer, and All-American candidate, struggled on offense and finished with a season-low 4 points on 1 of 9 shooting from the floor. However, his backcourt running mate, Shannon Evans, was there to pick up the slack. Evans willed the Sun Devils to victory with a game-high 22 points, all in the second half, on 7 of 11 shooting from the field. He also chipped in 7 assists and 6 rebounds. ASU also got key contributions from reserves Remy Martin, 12 points, and Dequan Lake, 11 points, who were both in the lineup during the Sun Devils' key run in the second half. Their energy, along with Evans' clutch shots, gave the offense a much-needed boost. Perhaps more importantly, ASU played tough defense and rebounded well during the latter stages of the game. In the final 11 minutes, they limited Oregon State to 38% shooting and allowed only 2 offensive rebounds. It was a promising sign for the Sun Devils, who proved they could grind out a win even when their offense wasn't operating at its full potential. Saturday's contest was the latest in a long line of dramatic comeback victories for ASU this season. However, there's little time for the Sun Devils to bask in the excitement of the win. They hit the road this week to square off against the Bay Area schools. First up for the Sun Devils is a Wednesday night matchup against the Pac-12's hottest team, Stanford. 10-8. 4-1, is coming off an impressive 73-64 win at Washington, their 4th consecutive victory. After opening Pac-12 play with a surprising loss to Cal, the Cardinal have been rolling the last 2 weeks, sweeping the LA schools at home and the Washington schools on the road. Picked to finish 5th in the preseason poll by the Pac-12 media, Stanford stumbled out of the gate this season, due in large part to injuries and eligibility issues. Now that the Cardinal are finally healthy and almost at full strength, junior Marcus Sheffield is still out with a foot injury. They are living up to preseason expectations and playing like an NCAA tournament team. Since the start of Pac-12 play, which also coincided with the return of Dorian Pickens and the beginning of Kezi Okpala's eligibility, Stanford's offense has been firing on all cylinders. They are averaging 82 points per game on nearly 49% shooting from the field. The Cardinals' balanced scoring attack, which includes 5 players who average double figures, is led by junior forward Reed Travis, 20.1 points per game. The bruising post player increased his shooting range over the summer and is now a viable threat inside or out. Pickens, 12.1 ppg, and Michael Humphrey, 11.6 ppg, 2 seniors who played their prep ball in the Phoenix area, provide Stanford with additional scoring and experience. Meanwhile, a couple of freshmen, Okpala, 12 ppg, and Dejon Davis, 10.3 ppg, have turned heads in Palo Alto this season. They've added some much-needed athleticism to Stanford's perimeter. The Cardinal have a deep bench led by freshmen Isaac White and Oscar Da Silva. Juniors Robert Cartwright and Josh Sharma round out the rotation. Probable starters, G. Shannon Evans, 17.4 ppg, 4.5 apgg, Dejon Davis, 10.3 ppg, 4.4 apgg, Trey Holder, 19.9 ppg, 4.9 rebounds per game. G. Dorian Pickens, 12.1 ppg, 3.9 rebounds per game. G. Cody Justice, 14.1 ppg, 2.9 rebounds per game. F. Kezi Okpala, 12 ppg, 3 rebounds per game. F. Mickey Mitchell, 6.2 ppg, 6.2 rebounds per game. F. Michael Humphrey, 11.6 ppg, 8.1 rebounds per game. F. Romello White, 12.1 ppg, 7.9 rebounds per game. F. Reed Travis, 20.1 ppg, 7.3 rebounds per game. Why ASU can win. The Sun Devils' shooting slump appears to be behind them. They have shot it better over the last 3 games, 45.3% from the field and 39.7% from three-point range, and as conference play unfolds, ASU is starting to realize they cannot rely on scoring 90-plus points every night, especially as opponents have more time and game film to prepare for them. As a result, the Sun Devils have learned how to win the ugly games. which they must continue to do for the remainder of the season. With their speed and experience, ASU should have a distinct advantage in the backcourt against Stanford. The Sun Devils trio of senior guards will do everything in their power to make life difficult for Dejon Davis, the Cardinals' starting point guard. The freshman averages a league-worst 4.6 turnovers per game. Why Stanford can win. The Cardinal offense is clicking at the moment, and their front-court duo of Travis and Humphrey is among the best in the Pac-12. That could be an issue for ASU, who has struggled to defend the paint this season. Stanford is super long and deceptively athletic in the front court. They also one of the better rebounding teams in the conference, +5 rebounding margin, which is a major concern for the Sun Devils. The Cardinals' veteran-laden squad has experience and a deep bench. They are gelling and playing their best basketball of the season, while the Sun Devils are trending in the opposite direction. Stat: the Sun Devils, who take care of the ball as well as any team in the conference, average only 11.6 turnovers per game. Conversely, the Cardinal average a league-worst 15.5 turnovers per contest. X Factor: will ASU continue to get production from its bench? The Sun Devils reserve players scored 27 points in last Saturday's win. Blake Martin and Kamani Lawrence all played a key role in the victory. Final score prediction: Stanford 82, ASU 80. Game info: when, 9 p.m. Mastware, Naples Pavilion TV/radio, Pac-12 Network, KMVP 98.7 FM.